tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
I am so excited for this meal. I honestly go to bed excited for my pre-workout meal now, and it's only 3 days into prep. So we are 24 weeks out from FMG Italy, which I am so excited for. I had massive FOMO last year when I saw everyone posting content from that show, and I just want to have a little bit of a holiday afterwards as well. So super excited for that. We've got my pre-workout meal, which is 20 grams of oats, 10 grams of honey, and 5 grams of almond butter. So we have gone with a very aggressive approach for the first 8 weeks of this prep. My body fat is 26%, which I had a DEXA scan done last week to determine that. And that means I'm in a safe range to push hard into lower energy availability. Let me just pop in a clip from the weekend with my coach, Ali, because I feel like she'll explain it even better.
Aggressive cut first 8 weeks, while body fat percentage is at that higher level, we can go more aggressive, bring total EA down into the lower ranks and not where we can sit for long, but we'll be sitting about 25 to 28 kcals per kilogram fat-free mass for that 8-week period. So it's gonna be a big cut. You're gonna feel, I'm gonna have to volumize the fuck out of it.
So yes, I am definitely feeling a bit hungry, but honestly, I was expecting it. Ali set the expectations and it's just part of what we do. I always find the first couple of weeks of prep are actually the hardest because I've been in a build phase for over a year now. So like I've been eating in a calorie surplus. I've been eating so much food, close to 3,000 calories every single day. Going from that to having a big drop in calories and having, you know, a lot less food because you are in a calorie deficit, and we have gone for a big deficit to start with. It's a bit of a shock to the system, but I'm also wary that I never want to complain about it because this is a choice. I've chosen that I want to compete, and I know that this is all part of it as well. I just know that those first, week or two is normally the hardest for me as my body adjusts, and then I kind of get used to that feeling a little bit of being hungry. Steps are 12,000 at the moment. That has increased from my build phase steps, which were around 8,000 per day. I get up at 4:15 and go for a walk with Archie, as you saw, just to get a head start on the steps before it gets too hot. Now that I live in Brisbane, I've got 4,000 already for the day. So then I'll get another 2,000 probably while I'm at the gym. I'll get a couple thousand tonight. And then I will also get a few, on my treadmill throughout the day while I'm working, which is honestly, having a walking pad, game changer on prep. So I'm gonna eat my pre-workout meal now and then bring you to the gym for a big leg session. Yeah, I feel like those warm-up drills actually really work for you in terms of how straight you are. Yeah. Lats on as well, yeah. Oh, so good. This machine is perfect for our high foot placement. Oh my God. I have no energy left, but somehow I can still push it. I think having your voice telling me to keep going, yeah, is so helpful. My body's like, no, we're done, and then you're like, all right, keep going. Up, yes. Nice, that's good control. Up. One more. Yep. Easy. Don't think, just do. Let's go. Before you drive it up. That was a good one. Up, up, up. Oh. Come on, one more. Yes, up. All you. Nice. Oh, God.
In that perfect spot.
Yeah, good.
Oh yeah, that feels so much better. Oh, they go forever.
They do. I can just share my little hack. The way you tell the difference between abductor and adductor is you have abductor has a B for booty because you're hitting your booty, and then adductor doesn't have a B, so it's not booty.
No booty.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Holy shit, that was a big session. I definitely felt the drop in energy now that I'm having a little bit less pre-workout carbs, but I always have food before training pretty much all the way through prep. I really like to prioritize my carbs around training, so pre and post, because it just really helps with that intensity in the sessions. And then training with Courtney as well is so handy because she is currently in a recovery phase going into a build phase. So she'll be building throughout my prep and really keeping that intensity, which would be really good to keep me in check with my intensity as well. I've gone straight from the gym to the pool and I'm about to do my swimming for cardio. So I have been doing like once a week swimming and then some walking in the pool for the past few weeks. But this week we're doing swimming 4 times to increase the output that I'm doing. So I am swimming with my coach, Ali, which is always really nice to catch up and just honestly get a little bit of sun in the morning. And doing it straight after training means then I can go home, have my post-workout meal and get straight into work. Cardio is all done for today. My Whoop tells me I have burned 114 calories, so I'm not sure exactly how accurate that is in terms of actual calories burnt, but what we track is my average heart rate and average like calories burnt on my Whoop for different cardio sessions. I might not be burning actually 114 calories, but if we kind of consistently know my output for the week, we can then increase or decrease depending on what I need. So I actually love the stats on the Whoop. You can see exactly what your heart rate does. I can wear it in the pool, and then I also take my Fitbit off. So I wear both a Whoop and my Fitbit. And my Fitbit I basically just use to track my steps, so I take it off when I'm doing cardio because my 12,000 steps are not included in my cardio sessions. And then my Whoop I wear at all times, tracks my sleep, my stress, my cardio, everything. We got a robot vacuum when we moved to Brisbane and it has been the best thing ever. Honestly, like coming home to a clean house every day with this guy's fur saves so much time. Time for my post-workout meal, which is undoubtedly my favorite meal of the day, I think because I am really ready for food after training and cardio. So we've got 40 grams of oats, which everything is weighed to the exact gram. I just make it with water and chuck it in the microwave. I was actually diagnosed with adenomyosis only a couple of weeks ago, so I'm eating a lot of things that help with inflammation because any inflammation in my body really increases the pain from my adeno. And we're also adding in things to really help to regulate my blood sugar throughout the day as well. 75 grams of frozen blueberries, a teaspoon. No big spoons on prep. The Emerald Labs gooey white chocolate cookie protein powder. So yummy. And a little sprinkle of the golden turmeric chai spice mix with a little bit of black pepper in there as well. So again, that's just for the inflammation to help with my adeno. And with 5 grams of flaxseed meal, 5 grams of chia seeds. And then I also add a bit of extra ginger and cinnamon because it tastes so yummy. Ginger. Another little hunger hack that I have is eating with no distractions. And this is something that I've heard people say all the time, but honestly, I feel like I was so addicted to my phone and always just working on my phone that I struggled to eat without like being on my phone, responding to client messages, responding to DMs and doing that sort of thing at the same time, or just mindlessly scrolling. So this prep, I'm being super aware of just eating, like leaving my phone somewhere else and being mindful about eating. And I think that also helps with digestion and just knowing that I like have had that food and giving myself those cues. And it's actually been helping a little bit with the hunger for sure. So I'm gonna eat this and then we are going to crack into some work. I am so excited for you because I honestly feel like you're gonna blow up and we can really target those brands that you want. So it's gonna be a bit of a tailored approach. So we've got your strategy, which we'll run over in a second. We've got your full content calendar for the month. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna identify the brands that you're wanting to work with. And first we're actually gonna identify the categories in which you want brand deals in. So think of everything that you're spending money on. Supplements, massage, activewear, gym membership, like all those things that you're spending money on could potentially be getting you stuff for free so you don't have to spend money on them, you can save so much money. Then when our following grows, we can go into paid partnerships with brands, but for now we're just gonna try and save as much money as we can in your everyday lifestyle through providing content for them. So we'll make a list of all those categories and then list like 3 to 5 brands under each category. And then from there, what you'll do is follow those brands, make sure you're following them on social media, start engaging with them for a couple of weeks. And then we're going to actually start actively reaching out to them saying, hey, I love X, Y, and Z about your product and service. This is what I do. This is my goals that I'm wanting to achieve. This is what my audience is, because if your audience is aligned with their audience, you're so much more valuable to them than someone, even if you only have 1,000 followers of aligned audience to their audience, you're so much valuable to them than someone who has 10,000 followers who are complete random. So we're gonna let them know who the audience is, and then we're gonna say, hey, I'm happy to provide, this in return for the product or service. So say you're wanting free monthly massages. You could say, hey, I'm willing to provide 1 reel or 1 photo on my feed per massage and 3 stories. And that would be really easy and authentic for you to include in your content. I can help you with that. And then they're either going to come back and say yes or no. So many people are scared of hearing that no, or like what happens if they get rejected, but who cares? If we reach out to 20 brands and we hear back from 3 brands, like that could save you thousands of dollars per month. And that is just so worth it in my opinion. Wrapped up my meetings and my morning work block. So I'm just going to do some posing because I didn't get any posing done in the gym this morning, and now that I'm on prep I am posing every day. So I've been having lessons with Christina from the Posing Boutique for the last few months. I think I've been having lessons every 3 weeks, and we've really adjusted the style of my posing. I am going to be competing in both bikini and bikini athletic with the category that I'm striving for in the long term is bikini athletic, but I can get that conditioning, but I'm still a little bit small, I feel, for that category. So we've been working a lot on poses that really enhance making my upper body look that little bit bigger and overall muscles. So my posing style has completely changed. I feel like I'm a beginner again, but she's been such a great teacher. So yeah, I'm just gonna run through a little bit of my comparison posing now and try and make some tweaks to really nail those poses. It is now 10:30 a.m. and for my morning snack I'm having broccoli, salmon and Spud Light, which is like a low carb version of potato for anyone who's not in Australia. I just air fry my salmon with Cajun seasoning on it, and you'll notice that all of my snacks when I'm in a calorie deficit on lower calories are really meal based because they definitely fill me up more. Eating my lunch outside, so I've got spinach, chicken breast, spud light, and ground up sesame seeds, and also some tamari seasoning. I do work from home on my own business, so I am like kind of holed up in my little office, so it's nice just to get outside. Time for my afternoon snack, but my Ninja Creamy actually broke 3 days before prep. But they're sending me a new one and it should be here end of next week. So I'm making protein fluff, and if you've followed me since the early days, a few years ago for my first show and my first prep, I used to make protein fluff all the time. So let's make it. 20 grams of protein. About 100 mils, so I'm weighing that out. For the fluffiness. We're going on top with 100 grams of no sugar Chobani, 10 grams of almonds, and we're done. So good. We're on our way to my second to last golf lesson. I decided to learn golf this year and it's actually been really fun, but I'm stopping for prep because I don't want to get imbalances or a sore back with all my posing and training, so I'll probably just do golf maybe once or twice a month just for fun and no more lessons, but yeah, see if I can hit the ball straight. So for dinner, I have got silver beet, pumpkin, mushroom, and extra lean beef mince.